God understands, February 9th. Of his fullness we have all received, and grace for grace. John 1 verse 16. Since Jesus came to dwell with us, we know that God is acquainted with our trials, and sympathizes with our griefs. Every son and daughter of Adam may understand that our Creator is the friend of sinners. For in every doctrine of grace, every promise of joy, every deed of love, every divine attraction presented in the Savior's life on earth, we see God with us. Satan represents God's law of love as a law of selfishness. He declares that it is impossible for us to obey its precepts. The fall of our first parents, with all the woe that has resulted, he charges upon the Creator, leading people to look upon God as the author of sin, and suffering and death. Jesus was to unveil this deception. As one of us, he was to give an example of obedience. For this he took upon himself our nature, and passed through our experiences. In all things it behooved him to be made like unto his brethren. Hebrews 2 verse 17. If we had to bear anything which Jesus did not endure, then upon this point Satan would represent the power of God as insufficient for us. Therefore Jesus was in all points tempted like as we are. Hebrews 4 verse 15. He endured every trial to which we are subject, and he exercised in his own behalf no power that is not freely offered to us. As a human, he met temptation, and overcame in the strength given him from God. He says, I delight to do thy will, O my God. Yea, thy law is within my heart. Psalm 40 verse 8. As he went about doing good, and healing all who were afflicted by Satan, he made plain to all the character of God's law, and the nature of his service. His life testifies that it is possible for us also to obey the law of God. By his humanity, Christ touched humanity. By his divinity, he lays hold upon the throne of God. As the Son of Man, he gave us an example of obedience. As the Son of God, he gives us power to obey. It was Christ who from the bush on Mount Horeb spoke to Moses saying, I am that I am. And to us he says, I am the good shepherd. I am the living bread. I am the way, the truth, and the life. All power is given unto me in heaven and in earth. John 10 verse 11, 6:51, 14:6, Matthew 28 verse 18. I am the assurance of every promise. I am, be not afraid. God with us is the surety of our deliverance from sin, the assurance of our power to obey the law of heaven. The desire of ages, 24 and 25. Subscribe, like, comment, share.